Alright, so today we are going to be doing a look featuring this shadow. As soon as I got this in the mail, I wanted to put it all over my face. I actually did a full Snapchat tutorial on my face makeup that I'm wearing right now, so I didn't do that in this video. I think I want to do that more often on Snapchat, so it's the Taylor Snaps if you want to get in on that. I'm just going to quickly tell you guys what's on my face, then we'll jump into the eyes and everything else. So I tried out the Misha Intensive Cover Cushion Foundation. I have a full review on the other Misha Cushion Foundation. Blush is my holy grail, Wet n Wild in the Purple Haze. Concealer is Too Faced Born This Way concealer, which I actually have a little bit different of an opinion than a lot of people seem to. I actually think this is nothing like the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I'm not really a fan of this product. I think it's lighter coverage, super dewy, creases really easily on me, and I think there's a difference between being dewy and being moisturizing. This concealer just really doesn't work for me. I'm going to talk more about this in my next Raise and Rejects video. You can guess which category that will be in. And then the highlight I'm wearing is actually an eyeshadow. I'm in this weird eyeshadow as highlighters phase right now. This is the Catrice Glam Fusion Powder to Gel eyeshadow. This is brand new from Catrice. It's like $2 on Ulta. And this is in the shade Jon Snow's Favorite. I'm addicted to finding new eyeshadows that can be used as highlighters. And this one is really beautiful. It's not glittery at all. It just gives your face a really nice sheen. Definitely not as intense as the Essence Snowflake highlight. But if you're looking for something that looks kind of like MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish in Lightscapade, I think this one actually gives a really similar effect. So I think that's, oh, and then I set my face with It Cosmetics Celebration Foundation Illumination. And that is everything that's on my face. If you want to see how I did the eyes, lips, all that good stuff, you're in the right place. Just keep watching. So my face is already done because I just did a full snap tutorial, which I probably talked about in the intro, so we're going to skip that. I'm trying out the Catrice Prime and Fine Brightening Eyeshadow Base, and anything that says brightening I like to go for, because if you have pale skin, sometimes it's hard to find a light enough eyeshadow base. I need to try the NYX one. I don't know why I've never tried the NYX. I used to use the NYX Jumbo eye pencil and Milk all the time to prime my eyes. The consistency of this feels a lot like the Urban Decay primer potion, which who remembers when that was like the shit on YouTube like 5 years ago? I feel like I haven't heard anyone talk about that in years now. I feel like this is one of those primers that when you blend it, it kind of blends off your concealer that you have on your eyes. But I'm putting bright eyeshadows over top today, so I won't have an issue with that. But if you're going to be doing like a nude look or something, I do feel like this kind of takes away some of your eye coverage. I found one of my old palettes that I used to always use, and it had a couple Morphe single shadows that were literally like a little cave in them. I used to use them so much, and I believe those are so old that they reformulated them and renamed them since then. So I want to dig back into the Morphe single shadows and see if I like them. I have a palette here filled with mostly singles. They're all singles, filled with mostly Morphe. So I'm going to start out by taking the shade Silk, which is a matte kind of cream shade. I'm just going to pack this on the lid just to set that primer. I don't always set my primer, it just depends on the one I'm using, but it does help to make it super easy to blend shadows on top of it, because instead of blending on a cream, you're blending on a powder. Then I'm going to take a slightly smaller blending brush. This is the E22, and I'm going to go in with Flawless. I feel like I forgot to do something. Is my mic on? Let me know what you guys think of this new mic. In my time, it's still new. This video will probably be going up actually when I'm in Mexico. I have a shit ton of pre-recording to do this weekend because this week is going to be crazy with work stuff. I feel like this is one of those shadows that you have to build up if you really want color. Oh, should I clip back the hair? People are weird with hair. Some people like freak the fuck out if you don't clip back your hair. This is for those people. Now I'm going to go in with this super tiny blending brush, which is one of my favorite brushes from the old Elite collection, and the new Elite 2 collection brushes I talked a lot about in the last Shadow and Schmooze video, so I'm not going to go into it here. There are certain ones I think are worth it, other ones aren't, but the eye brushes are pretty similar and they're super soft still. I have no issues with the eye brushes at all. It's mostly the face brushes that are a little bit different to me, but the eye brushes are super nice. So this is the E17. I'm going with MakeupGeek Cocoa Bear, which is this like reddish brown shade. And just defining the crease a little bit with this, I'm putting this mostly like right where I want my crease to sit. And it's okay if you're messy with this, since we're going to be using a super bright color, it's going to cover up a lot of this, so I'm just going to put it wherever I want on my lid and just make sure it's super blended. I do want a little bit of a halo eye today, so I'm bringing this pretty far in and just sweeping across that middle area, but mostly focusing it on the inner and outer areas and up into that crease. Over the years, I feel like eyeshadow is really all about learning your eye shape and just playing around. Before I hop in the shower at night, half the time I still play with eyeshadows and just try out different things on my eyes. You're gonna wash it off 2 seconds later, so it's okay if it looks like shit, but you do really have to practice. I am by no means perfect at eyeshadow. Sometimes it looks like shit, sometimes it looks great, you never really know, but you're never gonna get better at anything in life if you don't practice. I think this is black. It looks a little bit like a purplish black to me, but we're gonna roll with it. This is the shade Royalty by Morphe, ES88, and I'm gonna go in with the E18, even tinier blending brush, and I'm literally just gonna be putting this right in the outer area right here. Black can look really muddy really quickly, so you wanna make sure that you're just placing it exactly where you want it, and then I go in with an empty brush and blend it out. So whatever's left over on that brush, I'm just super lightly blending up into the crease. We want barely any product on there, else it's gonna look really muddy. I'm gonna go back in with the E22. There's no product on here, and so I'm just gonna blend a little bit. All right, star of the show, Colourpop Too Shy. This was from the Rainbow collection, and I feel like I have to sneeze. Whew. This brush is the Coastal Scents BR S20. I like to use this to apply shadow to my lids if I'm not using my finger. Half the time I feel like Colourpop shadows apply better with the brush, half the time I feel like they apply better with the finger. For the initial application, because I want to place this in like a pretty specific spot, I'm gonna use a brush. I'll probably use my finger to get a little bit more pigmentation, but let's just take a moment to appreciate this shadow because this is insane. I think these might be limited edition, so I hope that when I upload this video, they're still available. Knowing my luck, they'll have just gone out of stock like the day before or something. I'm bringing this right where my kind of eyeball meets the crease. Not blending it too far inwards or too far out, mostly keeping it kind of on the center. I want it to fade into that black, and we're probably gonna have to put more black on. Look at that blue. Thank you, Colourpop, for existing. I still remember when I first heard about Colourpop when they were like super small a few years ago, and it's just so cool to see how much certain brands have grown over the years. So I'm actually kind of feeling the way that this fades into the black. It almost looks like a darker blue since it's not like super black. So I think I'm actually just gonna leave it. I don't think I'm gonna add any more dark shadows to the top. Oh yeah, look at how much more insane color you get with your finger. No idea what I want to do for the lower lash line. I don't think I want to apply top eyeliner today. I think I just want to go in with lashes because I have these super separated wispy Ardell 600 blacks, and those kind of lashes usually look really cool without eyeliner on. I do think I want to smoke out the lower lash line though. I'm gonna go in with some black waterline eyeliner first. This is by Nude Lip. Why aren't you focusing? I'm right here, bro. There you go. Hey. Nude Lip liner applies so nicely to the waterline. I want a super black shadow to blend that out with, so I'm going in with MakeupGeek Corrupt on this liner brush. First, just gonna stamp. Well, I'm getting a lot of fallout. It's gonna look really intense, but don't worry, we're gonna blend it out. I'm gonna go back in with the shade Flawless. Okay, we're gonna have to fix that fallout situation. Okay, got the fallout situation under control. I actually do think I want liquid eyeliner on the top. MakeupGeek Corrupt is no joke, you guys. So just to kind of balance that out, I do think we need some eyeliner. I am kind of connecting this to where that black shadow is. There we go. Small wing, I basically just want to connect those two. I'm going to apply a super thin coat of mascara. Then we're going to go in with falsies. Not sure if I want to use those Ardell anymore. I feel like the look got a little more dramatic than I was anticipating. Ooh, okay, I'm feeling these. Yep, we're still going to use these guys. They're super wispy, super pretty. Okay, lash glue is still drying, so you'll probably see it, but I am in love with these. I feel like lashes always look different on one eye. Probably like the angle that you go in with them. I don't know. Anyways, so let's go in with bottom lash mascara, Wet n Wild Mega Length, my favorite. I'm just gonna put a little bit of mascara on the bottom. Oh, totally just forgot to put on an inner corner shade, so we're gonna do that. Kinda tempted to go in with like a yellow and just go all out. First I'm gonna put on lips, and then I'm gonna go in with an inner corner shade just to see how it looks. Since the eyes are super intense, we're gonna do a Nude Lip. Going in with Colourpop BFF liner. I'm only lining the outside because I want it to be a pretty pale nude. So I'm gonna go in with 860 Smooth Taupe from Maybelline. I feel like the yellow might be too much right now. I think I'm just gonna go in with MakeupGeek Voltage. Super pretty, almost yellowish white. Looks amazing on the inner corner. I mentioned that in Raise and Rejects. This is the E19 brush. I love using this brush for inner corner. Packs on color really well. Alright folks, this is the final look. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. You can always let me know down below on Snapchat, on Twitter, wherever, what kind of looks you guys want to see. I usually just throw whatever I'm feeling like on my face. So if you have any specific eye look suggestions that you want to see or colors you want me to use, just let me know. If you're new here, make sure you join the Bayrito family and subscribe. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.